What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. This is TW Motorsports, and today we are going to do an update video. But first, a little update on this. I know I have a mustache. My wife hates it. It's just something I do from time to time. If you guys have been watching this channel long, you've seen it a couple times, but it'll probably be gone soon. I wanted to get that out of the room because I know that somebody's going to ask about it. Yes, I have a mustache. No, I'm not going to keep it. It's just to mess with my wife. But anyway, I want to do an update video. So a while back, or a couple videos back, I did a video where I put a price tag on everything that I owned. So, and I need to address a couple things. First off, I didn't do that because I'm broke and I need to get rid of stuff or we're going to lose our house or something. I just did that because constantly people ask. And so some people didn't understand and said stuff was too high. And I told you in that video, like, if I listed it high, it's because I really didn't want to sell it. But I did sell one vehicle, and we're back here where that vehicle would normally be. And I'm also going to give you guys an update on the shop. But let's first talk about, and you can see there's a mess here because we are getting some progress on the shop. But back in the back, you guys know that I had the parts truck, still got it, still got the Saab. You can see my Suburban back there, and to be honest with you guys, the Suburban is back there because I have something else in the works, and you can see my trailer's hooked up to it. You guys may or may not know I do have a really nice trailer actually, and I finally ponied up and put some new tires on it. It has been setting for about 3 or 4 years since I've actually used it to haul a car. Now, I've hauled a couple things here and there, but as far as hauling cars, I haven't hauled anything with it because it's needed tires. So I did finally pony up, put some tires on it. Honestly, guys, a couple times I've looked at renting trailers, and it's so stupid. I don't know why I would rent a trailer when all mine needed was tires. It did cost me about 300 bucks, but I went with a little nicer tire and a radial tire instead of like a bias ply tire. It rides better. They're actually balanced now, and to be honest, going down the road with that thing, you can hardly tell it's back there. But anyway, that's why it's back there hooked to the Suburban. We'll get into that in a video very, very soon of why it's hooked up. But one thing that is missing that's normally back here is the red dually. And yes, guys, I did sell the red dually. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see that thing slammed. A lot of you guys honestly posted that you'd rather see me get rid of the two-door Tahoe project than the dually. But when it boiled down to what I really needed around here, I didn't really need the dually. The trailer can be pulled by the Suburban. I don't pull stuff a lot. And to be honest with you, I bought the dually because I've always liked the look of a lowered dually. And I thought it'd be kind of a cool thing that the family, all of us could get in and cruise around. But it just didn't make sense. It got terrible mileage. And honestly, somebody saw it for sale, and they were in Michigan. So Lansing, Michigan is actually where this guy came from. Super nice guy. Drove down, I don't even know how many hours, but I'm in Southwest Missouri, so it's obviously a pretty good haul for him. And he liked it because there was nothing done to it really other than the headlights, you know, that I did in a couple videos. And then we did notch it. Now, he was going to lower it too. So I don't think he has any YouTube. I don't know if he has Instagram or anything like that, but if I find that information out, I will let you guys know. So if you guys want to go follow him and see what's going on with that, maybe I can link that at some point. But as of right now, I don't think that he has any of that. Anyway, like I said, I really didn't need that thing, and I decided that I was just going to sell it. But on to all this junk here. So we've obviously been working on the shop, and I'm going to wait to show you guys here behind me because I have a couple pictures. I would really like to have like a time-lapse camera where I could like film stuff as we go, but unfortunately I don't. And the way these people work is they come like one day, and then they work for a couple hours and they leave, and then they come back another day, and which is fine, but it just doesn't give me the ability to film, and I'm not here all the time, so it's not like I can just film, wait for them to leave, and stop filming. I would love to do a time lapse for you guys, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you pictures because I've came out each night they've done something and taken pictures. So we'll start with those right here, and then we'll turn around and show you what we've got as far as building as we are speaking right now. So as you can see from the pictures, we've made some pretty good progress as far as the building goes. Now we've had some setbacks, and we'll talk about that here, but let's take a look at where we're at right now. Like I said, I wanted to show you guys, give you guys kind of an update because I've had several people asking about it, but this is where we are currently at. So the newest pictures I didn't show you because I figured that this just happened today. So what they did today is they got some of the metal on the side, so you can see all the metals on the side. I've got the two windows in. I've got a window on this side as well as the other side, and they're plugging along. He actually said today that I'm filming is a Tuesday. He said it's going to be completely wrapped up by Thursday, which honestly, guys, I don't think that'll be an issue. There are still a few things that won't be finished, I don't think, on Thursday, and that is the garage doors won't be in yet, I don't believe, and then I'm going to put guttering on it, so that stuff won't be done. But the outside of the building, as far as this guy goes, will be complete. And then I'm going to have, there's actually a guy that's going to come out and do all my dirt work and get gravel laid in here, at least for now, out to my side driveway. So kind of the way we're entering this is we come in, I have a driveway here on the back, and that comes into this bottom garage, and they're going to lay gravel all the way from the road up to here. And at some point I probably will do concrete or asphalt, I'm not really sure, but for now I just want to get it where I can get in the building, because we've got a pretty good amount of drop right now. And when I had them build this building, I initially told them, I said, I want as level of an entry as possible. You guys know that everything that I have is lowered, and like my Corvette, I wanted to be able to drive in completely flat. I didn't want any kind of grade uphill. And a couple other things you're going to have to do is we're going to have to cut this down, obviously, to get in the door, the entry door here on the side, but we're going to put like some sort of wall here, like either a retaining wall similar to what's on the edge of the house there, or we're going to put some cobblestone or something, pavers, something that looks nice, and kind of cut at an angle for drainage reasons. Obviously we can't, and I didn't really want, you know, I had the option, I could have done a French drain down here, but I really didn't like the way that looked. And to be quite honest with you, it's just more that would have to be done, and it should have been done really before they started to backfill. But we'll walk in here and see. As you can see, all the concrete's done. Now, with that being said, there are some spots in the concrete that I'm not happy with, and I know that I got a couple concrete guys that watch me, so I'll show you the couple spots and what I would consider spalling, I guess you would call it. You can see like here, I've got a spot, there's a couple spots there, and these three, got several right here. I don't know if you guys, hopefully the camera can pick that up, and I think it probably will. But what do we've ultimately decided to do? So when they first laid the concrete, we obviously noticed this relatively quickly, but I think what's going to end up happening is we are having a professional come out, and we're going to grind the floor down, and that's not something that honestly I didn't feel like I wanted to pay for, because well, I paid for the concrete to be done, and it was kind of disheartening to see this. I've been sick about it, to be honest with you. If I could put my wife on camera, and it's literally something I've stressed about nonstop, is this concrete. And they were originally going to probably pull it out and completely start over, and then I didn't really want to do that, and I don't think they did either. So they were talking about pulling sections out, and I didn't want to do that. So we talked to a grinder, a company that's professionally comes in and grinds concrete, and they said they could fix that, no issues whatsoever. So if those concrete guys are watching, let me know what you think about that. Like I said, they're going to come in and take, I don't know how many mills they'll have to take off to get that out. It's not super deep, even though it looks like it. It's not terrible bad, but let me know if you guys know anything about concrete and what you think about that. But you know, the upside to grinding the entire floor is that it's going to be a really nice finish. After they grind it, they're also going to seal it. Now, I have no desire to put any kind of coating down. I do want to seal it, however, because it does make cleaning like oil spills and stuff like that up, and we're obviously going to have the occasional oil spill. You know, there's just nothing you can do about that, and I want it to be as easy as possible to clean up. So other than that, there's really not a whole lot to say about this. You know, they're going to finish the outside. I did have them put what I would call a piece of pipe to run electricity up through the corner here before the concrete went down. I had them put a pipe in so I could pull electricity up through here, and I was originally going to come from my pole that you guys may or may not be able to see on the other side of my saw over there. I was going to trench underground and come up here, but I don't think that's going to work. I actually think I'm going to have to put a separate meter on there, just because I don't think my box is big enough to handle the extra load. Now, if this were just going to be, you know, 110 wall outlets and stuff like that, I think it probably would work, but I plan on buying a welder. I'm going to put a 2-post lift in, as well as my 4-post. I'm going to have obviously the compressor. So I just don't think there's enough load to carry what I'm going to need, at least to be able to use that box. So I'm going to have to talk to the electricity company. They're going to have to come out and drop another meter. Anyway, I'm excited. You know, like I said, it's been stressful as far as the concrete goes, and then it seemed like the trusses that they have them built off-site, and they bring them in, and he puts them in. It seems like they were backlogged, and then the color I wanted, and so on and so forth. So it's been stressful. I will tell you guys, you know, my parents built their house, and at some point we'll go out there and take a look at my dad's hot rods, but I know it was a stressful time. So I can't even imagine building a house. This is just a shop that really, my wife, other than color, she doesn't care anything about it, but I couldn't imagine building a house, how stressful it would be. I do want to show you guys the back side of this thing. Originally, you guys know that we took the trees down that were here, and they put a retaining wall down, so we cut into the ground so I could have like that really level approach. But I want to show you guys the color that I went with. This is what they call a charcoal bottom, and I think it's a pewter gray top is what they call it, but it looks really, really nice. And he had talked to me about the wainscot on the side, which is the bottom, that being a different color, and he wanted to know if I wanted it to come up, and I thought this was the best look because of the retaining wall. I just thought that this looked better than him coming up the 4 feet. Let me know what you guys think, but I just think it would look odd to come up 4 feet above that wall. But I don't know. I love the colors, though. I will say that the roof is going to be the same color as the bottom and all the trim. So the trim that's going to be up the sides, along the side of the roof, around the windows and the doors, will all be that darker gray. You can kind of see it around the window. There's not a ton of trim around the window, but it's looking good, guys. And words can't describe how excited I'm going to be once this shop's finished. I want to get electricity in it ASAP, because I want to get all these cars that are outside up front, and hopefully that can happen. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this update, if you did like this video, if you know anything about concrete, let me know in the comments. Hit those comments up. If you are not subscribed, guys, make sure you go down, hit the subscribe button. While you're down there, ring that bell icon, and well, stay tuned to see what we maybe get accomplished here next.